Welcome to The Resource. I am your host, Mary Lou Bigelow of Gibson Sothebys International Realty. And today I have two titans of the real estate industry with me. We have Bob Bose, who is the former owner of Bose Real Estate, which is the hometown real estate. They have been around for many, many years. And with him is Larry Rideout, who is the chairman and co-owner of Gibson Sothebys International Realty, with 27 offices in Massachusetts and more than 450 agents. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So it's been a wonderful 3 years, and right now we're celebrating the third year. It was 3 years ago in July that Bob invited all of our agents to a special event that he was holding out in the back of our beautiful office here. And we wondered what this could possibly be. And that's when we met everyone at Gibson Sothebys. And it's now it's history. But Bob, why don't you tell us a little bit? I know you had been looking for a long time none of us knew anything about it, but you were looking for a company who could carry on your ideals, really, and not just let it go by the wayside. So tell us why you chose Gibson Sothebys.
Sure. So it's ideals, but it's also values. So I had been here for 50 years and wasn't ready to stop working, but my advisors were saying it was probably a good time to think about finding a suitor. I didn't want to put the business for sale, and I wanted to find a suitor who would have the same ideals, same values that Bose always had here, but that would be a great match for all of my long-term loyal agents, many who have been here for decades, including you, Mary Lou. So I never put it for sale. I did some research. The single company that I admired most in the greater Boston area was Gibson Sothebys. Didn't know the owners, met Larry once or twice at realtor events, but didn't have any background. So called Larry and said, can we come talk? My manager and I, who had been here many years, went and met with Larry, his partner, and his entire leadership team for several hours. And the basic was, can we strike a deal where I stay, management stays, the team stays, but we get all of the benefits that Gibson Sotheby's could bring to our sales team. And when I say our sales team, it's also to our clients and the people in Arlington and surrounding areas. We left there that day. It was January of 2019. Walked out the front door and said, wow, this could be a match made in heaven. We spent about a year trying to put the pieces together. Larry and his team were great to work with. And as they say, now it's history. We made the deal in originally March of 2020, but COVID came. We did it in July of 2020. And it's just been terrific ever since. I have no complaints. The team has no complaints. And it's a big benefit to our clients and the people in the Arlington area.
And Larry, how did you feel?
Well, I can just echo Bob's statements. When he came to meet us in January at our office, we put on the full dog and pony show for him to show him the culture. We have a strong family culture, and it's very important to us that anyone that joins us has that same feeling. And Bob, and at that time Toby, had presented themselves in such a way that we were more or less blown away. His concern for his agents was so strong. It just meant so much to us. When you acquire a company, there's a risk on both sides. And one of those risks are that there isn't that family connection. And you could tell from Bob that every conversation would end with, I need to take care of my agents. And it wasn't about how much money am I getting or anything like that. So I've done 17 of these merger acquisitions. And I've had some that aren't so good, but I've had many that were great. But this one was the perfect fit. It was, two cultures aligned. And it's been that way ever since in the last 3 years.
Right. Well, that's it. Most of us stayed on, practically every one of us. We all have been very happy, never heard any grumbling or anything. How could you grumble? I mean, you have a fabulous marketing team. And that really is something. And of course, naturally, the connection with Sothebys International Realty was countries all over the world. 81 is it now?
Yes,
I think
81.
81 countries, and so it's fun. It's like, for me, it's like going back to Pan Am in a way,
Yes.
because I have that international feeling now and flavor. So that's one thing that we were lacking. We were the top agency for many, many years.
And still are.
And still are.
Yeah.
That's right. We carried on without a misstep, as far as I can see. So, Larry, what makes Gibson Sothebys unique?
Well, I think one thing is you begin with the family culture, and that what happens is there's a strong collaborative feeling within the entire company. Each office can talk to any office, and they get advice, and everybody's open and honest. And I think that's the most critical piece if you take it from that perspective. When you step up to the Sotheby's International brand, it's the awareness of that brand by the consumer is so powerful. And,
Right.
and the agent base that we have, and the agent base across the world really are all the same. They're professionals. And that's the piece I think that makes us all cohesive, is the fact that there's a Mary Lou Bigelow in California right now. There's a Mary Lou Bigelow in Chicago. You're never afraid to reach out to a Sotheby's agent and feel like that they're not going to get the service that you would provide. And I think that's the strength of the whole Sotheby network. We're not huge. We're not, there's brands out there that are huge. We're very close. Everyone's close. I can almost tell you who the owners are in every single company in the country.
Well, you've traveled a lot, and you've gone to a lot of the conventions, and so you have met so many of them. Yeah. And of course, the Zoom meetings are fun with Italy and the different countries, and it is a very, very family friendly company. The same thing with the marketing people, and all of your staff. They are more than helpful. You never say, "Ooh, I'm too nervous to call someone." They all, "How can I help you?" Yeah. Oh, I said, "I don't want to really take advantage, but I have this idea, and they listen. Yeah. They want to help. Which
I'll
is
take
great.
some of the credit for that. Bob and I are been around a little longer than most, so my team kind of knows that they have to have big, strong hands on with everybody, so that everyone understands. And they've developed their patience because of me. They always have to start with me on everything that they offer.
Oh, right.
And then by that time they realize if Larry can get it, then the whole team can get it.
I love that. Oh, my Lord. If there was just one takeaway that each one of you would say to the people of Arlington, what would you say as far as our company is concerned?
In a market such as we are in, that it changes every day. It's a market where experience matters, and we have a tagline: expertise matters. And if you're looking around, thinking of selling, thinking of buying, it's important to be with someone that understands the market, and it's important to have a company behind you that understands how to relate to what you need to get accomplished. And I think Gibson Sotheby's International Realty with the Bose edition is the perfect match for almost anybody.
Right. And Bob, is there anything you want to say?
Sure. I think that, as you mentioned, Mary, the Bose company was always a very strong company, good reputation, expertise, quality, and all of that. We can now bring so much more to the people of Arlington as Gibson Sotheby's, which is the reason why we did this, than we could with just Bose. Because as good as I think we're far better. And the people in Arlington, between the relocation department, the referral department, all the marketing expertise, and the cloud of Sotheby's. I just want to mention one more thing, that we were very impressed with the whole Sotheby's Association, but the real gem in this to me was the Gibson organization.
Right.
Sotheby's is here, we're here, Gibson is here, but the quality of their staff, the quality of their team, and what they bring to everyone as an agent or a client is best you can find.
Top notch.
Top notch, I like that.
And I think we'll end with that. And I want to thank you both so much for being on The Resource. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.